All right, so today we are going deep into Ayurveda.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
Me too. Should be fun.
And we're going to be focusing on 5 key herbs
Okay.
that can really make a difference in your
Mm-hmm.
daily routines and your overall well-being.
Great.
And we've got a really cool source here. It's
Sure.
all about incorporating these herbs and some pretty delicious sounding recipes into your daily routine.
And what I think is so cool is that we're not just talking about like individual remedies.
Right.
We're talking about a complete holistic system.
Exactly. It's about addressing the whole person
Mm-hmm.
and finding that balance.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's start with turmeric.
Okay.
I think most people know turmeric as a powerful anti-inflammatory,
Right.
but our source really highlights its effectiveness for easing joint pain.
Yeah. And, chronic inflammation is a factor in so many health issues.
Right.
So turmeric's ability to help with that at the source
Mhm.
is really incredible.
Yeah, it is. All right, now let's talk about ashwagandha.
Okay.
I am really fascinated by this one
Yeah.
because it's all about like stress relief and sleep,
Mhm.
which are 2 things that I think everyone
Definitely.
use a little help with these days.
Especially these days, it's hard to get away from the stress.
Yeah,
So many stressors everywhere.
exactly.
Finding a healthy, natural way to deal with that is crucial.
It's so true.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got tulsi.
Also known as holy basil.
Yes, exactly. And this one's really revered
Mhm.
for its ability to boost immunity
Yes.
and even help with respiratory issues.
Which is particularly relevant now.
Right, with everything that's been going on in the world.
Absolutely.
It's fascinating how these ancient practices have solutions for modern problems.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, now this next one is really interesting.
Okay.
It's called triphala,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a blend of 3 fruits
Right.
that work together
Yeah.
to improve digestion, detoxification, and even support eye health.
And that right there speaks to a key principle in Ayurveda, and that's synergy.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that different elements can work together
Right.
to create a much more powerful effect.
Yeah, like a team effort.
Absolutely.
All right, and last but not least,
Okay.
we have ginger.
A classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know it, you love it.
Everyone knows ginger,
Yeah.
and it's really well known for its ability to soothe digestion
Yes.
and reduce nausea.
Big time.
So if you're prone to motion sickness
Mm-hmm.
or you just have an upset stomach,
Yeah.
ginger can be a real lifesaver.
It really can.
Before we jump into the specific recipes that our source outlines,
Okay.
I think it would be helpful
Mm.
to take a step back
Okay.
and really understand what Ayurveda is all about.
Yeah.
Could you give us a little background on this ancient system of medicine?
Sure. So Ayurveda, which translates to the science of life,
Mm-hmm.
originated in India thousands of years ago,
Wow.
over 3,000.
That's incredible.
It's really a holistic approach that focuses on achieving balance
Okay.
between the body, mind, and spirit.
And you mentioned earlier the concept of balancing the body's energies, which are called doshas.
Yes, exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit more about those?
Sure. So think of doshas as energies that govern various functions in the body.
Okay.
There are 3 main doshas, vata, pitta, and kapha.
Okay.
And each of these represents different physiological and psychological functions.
So each person kind of has a unique combination of these.
Exactly. And according to Ayurveda, maintaining balance within these energies is key to your overall health.
So how do these herbs that we've been discussing fit into all this?
Well, each herb has its own energetic profile,
Okay.
and some can pacify a certain dosha, while others might actually stimulate it.
Yeah.
So, for instance, if someone has a lot of vata energy, which tends to be cold and dry,
Mm-hmm.
they might benefit from warm and grounding herbs like ginger.
So it's all about using the right herb to kind of nudge those doshas back into balance. Now, you mentioned recipes earlier, and your source material outlines some delicious sounding ways to incorporate these herbs into our diet.
Right.
And I really want to start with golden milk.
Okay, a classic.
I've heard so much about it.
It is.
What makes it so special?
Well, golden milk is a classic Ayurvedic recipe. It's made with turmeric and black pepper.
Okay.
And the black pepper actually helps your body absorb the beneficial compounds in the turmeric
Oh, wow.
much more effectively.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a cool little trick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Your source also mentions a stress relief smoothie with ashwagandha,
Oh, yeah.
which sounds perfect.
It is. It really is.
For, unwinding at the end of the day.
Yeah, because ashwagandha is an adaptogen, meaning it helps your body handle stress more effectively.
Mm-hmm.
It does this by regulating cortisol levels,
Okay.
which tend to be elevated when we're stressed.
Right.
And this can lead to reduced anxiety, better sleep, and overall greater sense of calm.
I love that. It's not just masking it, it's helping your body deal with it.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to the tulsi tea.
Yeah.
What I really appreciate about this recipe is that you can use either fresh or dried tulsi leaves.
So accessible.
Very accessible.
Yeah.
What are some of the benefits we can expect from drinking this regularly?
Well, tulsi is a powerhouse.
Okay.
It's a potent antioxidant. It strengthens your immune system and can even soothe coughs and colds.
I feel like I need some right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the triphala detox drink. This one's taken before bedtime to support digestion.
Yeah, so triphala has this really gentle laxative effect.
Okay.
So by taking it before bed, it works its magic overnight, promotes healthy bowel movements and detoxification while you sleep.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
Yeah.
the digestive ginger shot.
Yes.
What is it about ginger that makes it so good for digestion?
Well, ginger contains a compound called gingerol, which has potent anti-inflammatory properties.
Okay.
So this helps soothe the digestive tract, reduce bloating, and relieve nausea.
Nice.
And then adding lemon juice to that gives an extra dose of vitamin C and helps with digestion even more.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've looked at the unique benefits of turmeric, ashwagandha, tulsi, triphala, and ginger.
A great lineup.
It is.
Yeah.
And before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I just want to re-emphasize the importance of a holistic approach to well-being.
Absolutely.
Ayurveda recognizes that true health encompasses so much more than just the physical body.
Right. It's the whole picture.
It is.
Yeah.
So while these herbs offer incredible benefits, they're just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
We also need a balanced diet.
Yes.
Regular exercise, stress management techniques, all those things are important.
Absolutely. It's about weaving all of those elements together.
And I love that, weaving it all together. Yeah.
To create a tapestry of well-being.
Beautiful.
All right, everyone. That concludes part 1 of our deep dive into the world of Ayurvedic herbs.
Oh, great.
We've explored the basic principles of Ayurveda, the unique benefits of each of these herbs,
Yeah.
and we even got a taste of some delicious recipes.
Yes, we did.
But our journey isn't over yet.
Yep.
In part 2, we'll delve deeper into practical ways you can incorporate these herbs into your daily life.
Looking forward to it.
Beyond the recipes that we've discussed,
Absolutely.
we'll also explore how to choose the herbs that best suit your own needs and constitution.
Really important.
So stay tuned for more fascinating insights and practical tips in part 2.
Welcome back to our exploration of Ayurvedic herbs.
So we talked about some amazing recipes in the last part.
Yeah, we did.
But I'm curious, what are some other ways we can incorporate these herbs into our daily lives?
Well, there are tons of fun and creative ways to bring these herbs into your routine.
Let's start with turmeric.
Okay.
You know, you've probably heard of golden milk.
Yeah.
But think beyond just beverages.
Okay.
Try adding turmeric to savory dishes,
Yeah.
like soups, stews, or even scrambled eggs.
Wow. I actually never thought of putting turmeric in eggs.
It's delicious.
Okay.
Gives it a really nice color, too.
What about ashwagandha?
Ashwagandha is traditionally taken as a powder that's mixed with warm milk or water. A lot of people enjoy this before bed
Okay.
to help them relax and sleep soundly.
Makes sense.
But of course, you can also find it in capsule or tablet form.
Okay, so there are options.
There are options for everybody.
Yeah.
Whether you want to do like a little ritual or you just want to pop a pill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, what about tulsi?
Oh, tulsi's so versatile.
Okay.
You can add fresh leaves to salads, smoothies, or even chew on them.
Chew on them.
Yeah, like a little breath freshener.
Wow.
Immune boost.
Okay, I'm going to have to try that.
It's really good.
And then, of course, you can cook with the dried leaves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like other dried herbs.
Now, triphala
Yeah.
seems a bit more specialized.
It is. It's typically consumed in powder form,
Okay.
mixed with warm water, maybe a little honey if you like.
Okay.
But you can also get it in capsule or tablet form.
All right, so lots of options.
Lots of options.
And finally, ginger.
Oh, ginger. It's already a staple in so many kitchens.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's got ginger somewhere in their kitchen.
Exactly.
What are some maybe less common ways to use it?
So think beyond just stir fries.
Okay.
Try ginger in marinades
Okay.
for meats or tofu or even desserts.
Ooh, Oh, interesting.
for a little spicy kick.
I like that.
Yeah. And ginger tea, of course.
Oh, yeah.
A classic, especially if you're feeling any digestive discomfort.
So many good ideas here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, though.
Yeah.
How do we know which of these herbs is right for us as an individual?
That's a great question, and it goes back to those doshas we talked about earlier.
Right.
Ayurveda recognizes that everybody is different.
Mm-hmm.
So what works for one person
Right.
might not work for another.
So just a quick recap for our listeners.
Yeah.
Doshas are those energies that govern the different functions in the body,
Right.
and we each have a unique combination.
Absolutely.
How can someone figure out their dominant dosha?
Traditionally, you would meet with an Ayurvedic practitioner
Okay.
to do a thorough assessment.
Mm-hmm.
But, these days, there are quizzes and questionnaires online
Oh, interesting.
that can give you a general idea.
So once you have an idea of what your dominant dosha is,
Mm-hmm.
how do you choose the right herbs?
So each herb has its own energetic profile
Okay.
that can either balance or sometimes even aggravate a dosha.
Okay.
So, for example, if someone is predominantly vata, which tends to be characterized by dryness, coldness, and movement,
Right.
they'd likely benefit from warming and grounding herbs like ashwagandha or ginger.
So someone who's feeling stressed or anxious,
Yeah,
which are often associated with a vata imbalance,
exactly.
might really benefit from incorporating ashwagandha?
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then if someone's experiencing, say, excess heat or inflammation, which might suggest a pitta imbalance,
Right.
they could benefit from cooling herbs like turmeric or tulsi.
So it's like a personalized wellness toolkit.
I love that. That's a perfect way to put it.
Okay, so we've talked about choosing the right herbs. Any other tips or precautions we should keep in mind?
Yeah, a couple things.
Okay.
You always want to start with a small dose
Okay.
and gradually increase as needed. See how your body responds.
Sense.
And of course, you want to make sure you're buying high-quality herbs.
Right. Quality over quantity.
Absolutely.
Any other advice?
If you have any underlying health conditions
Okay.
or you're taking medications, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor
Right.
before adding new herbs.
Better safe than sorry.
Exactly. And it's important to remember
Yeah.
that while these herbs are amazing, they're not magic bullets.
Right.
It's about integrating them into a healthy lifestyle.
Exactly. So we're still talking about balanced diet,
Absolutely.
exercise, stress management.
All of those things.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we've talked about the science,
Yeah.
the practical application.
Right.
But I would love to learn more about the history
Oh, yeah.
and cultural significance of these herbs.
That's a whole other fascinating layer.
It is.
Yeah, they've been used for centuries.
Exactly. So there must be some amazing stories to uncover.
Absolutely. So let's dive into that in part 3.
Welcome back to our deep dive on Ayurvedic herbs.
All right, so we've talked about the science.
Yeah.
We've talked about some practical tips. Now, I think it's time to delve into the history and the culture behind these incredible plants.
I am so excited for this.
You too.
Let's start with turmeric.
Okay.
It's everywhere these days.
Right, like a rock star.
But its history goes way back, right?
Oh, way back.
How far back are we talking?
Turmeric has been used in India for over 4,000 years.
Wow, that's incredible.
And it's not just a spice.
Right.
It's been used in medicine, religious ceremonies.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, a cornerstone of Indian culture.
So what about its role in Ayurveda specifically?
In Ayurveda, turmeric is prized for its anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and purifying properties.
Makes sense.
It's often associated with balancing the Pitta dosha.
It's amazing how much these ancient systems of medicine knew.
Right. Like they were ahead of their time.
Without the technology and science we have today.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
All right, so what about ashwagandha?
Okay, so ashwagandha, sometimes called Indian ginseng, has been used for centuries in Ayurvedic practice.
And I love the name.
Yeah, the name's so cool.
It means smell of horse.
It's exactly, referring to its reputation for imparting strength and vitality.
I love that.
Such a powerful image.
It is. So what were some of its traditional uses?
So ashwagandha is classified as a rasayana in Ayurveda,
Okay.
which is a category of herbs that promote longevity and rejuvenation.
So the fountain of youth?
Kind of, yeah.
That's amazing.
It was used to enhance vitality, reduce stress, improve sleep, and sharpen cognitive function.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, real multitasker.
All right, now let's talk about tulsi.
Okay, holy basil.
Holy basil. Even the name sounds sacred.
It is considered sacred in Hinduism.
Mm-hmm.
It's often planted near temples and homes.
Okay.
Because it's believed to purify the air and ward off negative energy.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
What about its role in Ayurvedic medicine?
Well, tulsi is known for its ability to balance all three doshas.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty special.
That is.
It's used to strengthen the immune system.
Okay.
Support respiratory health, and enhance mental clarity.
A true all-rounder.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now on to triphala.
Okay, so triphala has been a staple in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries.
Yeah, and I'm curious about that because it's a blend of 3 fruits.
Right.
Why these 3?
Well, each fruit brings its own unique properties.
Okay.
And they work together to create this balanced effect.
So it's like teamwork.
Exactly.
What are the 3?
So you've got amalaki, which is packed with antioxidants and supports liver health.
Okay.
You've got haritaki, known for its cleansing properties, and bibitaki, which helps to regulate bowel movements.
So a digestive dream team.
I like that. I'm going to use that.
And finally, ginger.
Ginger, a classic for a reason.
I mean, it's everywhere.
It's been around for so long.
How long?
Over 5,000 years.
Wow.
Its history dates back to ancient China.
That's amazing.
Traded along the spice routes.
Wow. I bet it has some stories.
Yeah, for sure.
So what about its significance in Ayurveda?
So in Ayurveda, ginger is considered a warming and stimulating herb.
Oh.
It's used to aid digestion, reduce inflammation, and alleviate nausea.
We've all been there.
Yeah, ginger is a friend.
It is.
It's also believed to boost circulation and invigorate the body.
I love that.
That's a good one.
It's amazing how these ancient herbs are still so relevant today.
Right. I mean, it's a testament to the power of nature.
And the wisdom of these traditional systems.
Absolutely.
So we've learned so much about turmeric, ashwagandha, tulsi, triphala, and ginger.
Yeah, a great selection.
They're pretty amazing.
They are.
But the world of Ayurveda is vast.
It is.
There are so many other incredible herbs out there.
Waiting to be discovered.
So don't stop here.
All right. Keep exploring.
Yeah, learn about other herbs. Keep that curiosity going.
And remember, true well-being is a journey.
It is.
It's about finding what works for you and incorporating these practices and these herbs mindfully.
I love that.
Yeah.
Into a lifestyle that supports your body, mind, and spirit. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Ayurvedic herbs.
This has been a pleasure.
And we'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.